Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It is Killer Drone, and welcome back to the Killer Drone channel. Today, we're going to be covering more Call of Duty, and in this gameplay, we got 25-0, a flawless gameplay with the bar class here. I'm going to go ahead and show that in the bottom right-hand corner. If you want to check it out, use it. Really good class. I absolutely love the bar. It's probably my favorite weapon in the game so far. It's just so consistent. It's a slapper. It's amazing. I absolutely love this gun. But I actually want to talk a little bit today about the maps in this generation of Call of Duty, that being Call of Duty World War II. It's very different than any Call of Duty that we've played before, mostly because of how the maps are designed, and I want to talk about that a little bit here in this gameplay. So, first things first is you have to have a little bit of knowledge about how Call of Duty maps have worked in the past, at least before the jetpack generation. Before the jetpack generation, whenever it was all boots on the ground maps, they did 3 lanes on the map. There was the left lane, the middle lane, and the right lane. The way that you did this, or the way that the maps worked, was there was power positions on these lanes, and basically you tried to lock down a power position in order to keep people from coming down that lane, and that's how you got the most of your kills. That's how some of the more advanced players understood the maps, and that's how they played it, and they got really good at the game. Also, this glide bomb, I hit a freaking rope in the air. Fuck that rope. Just saying. Hashtag fuck that rope. Put it in the comments down below. Anyway, so that's how the maps work. There was 3 lanes, and it was kind of a known rule that you don't go down the middle lane in any of these maps. The reason being is if you go down the middle lane, that's almost always a sniper lane. That's where snipers sit and post up and they just pick you off. So if you're an SMG player or an assault rifle player, you always go to the outsides of the map. However, in Call of Duty World War II, they did these maps completely backwards on some of them. So USS Texas that I'm playing on here is a perfect example of that. On the outside of the map, on the 2 left side and right side of the map, there are 2 sniper lanes where people are sitting up on the top with snipers and they're just picking people off. In the middle of the map, there is this building. Now, this building is the building that if you are an assault rifle player or you are an SMG player, you want to lock down. In this gameplay, you can tell that it looks like I'm camping a little bit, but I'm actually playing with a buddy, Flared Apollo, and he's actually giving me call-outs of where people are, if people are trying to snipe me out, things like that. That's how I ended up getting this gameplay, was me and him were working together. I locked down the bottom half of the building, and he locked down the top half, and it actually worked out really good. We were calling out each other's spawns. If the spawns were flipping, I was going back there and trying to kill the people off of our spawn. And it was just working out really well. But that's what we did. We locked down the middle of the map, which under normal circumstances, in normal Call of Duties, that's a no-no. You don't go to the middle of the map unless you want to die. In this game, it's a little bit differently. Another map that does this a lot is Flak Tower. If you've played the game, Flak Tower is another map in which the left and right side are usually held down by snipers or an LMG or something like that. Those people that are just camping and sitting there aiming down in one area, you don't go to the outside of the map there. However, on Flak Tower in the middle, there's a little circular building, and there's 2 buildings on each side. It's got a lot of tight corners. It lets you see on both sides of the map, kind of keep up with the action. It lets you know where the spawns are flipping, where the people are. They're usually on the opposite end of your teammates. It's a very easy map to control if you get the center of the map. Now, this brings me to another point is if you are going to try and do that, run with a friend in this game. If you're playing with a friend in this game in particular, you can lock down any area. 2 people is all it takes to lock down the center of the map in most cases. In this case, we ran it with 2 people on USS Texas because I locked down the bottom and I had Flared Apollo locking down the top. That way they weren't getting into this building. If they even tried, they weren't getting in. On Flak Tower, what we do is I try and patrol the middle area while Flared Apollo runs back and forth between the 2 big buildings, trying to keep people from coming through that way, and I pick people off the edge. It actually works out really well whenever we get it done properly, and we can get on some really, really big streaks. I actually want to bring back my map breakdown series. I think that it's super, super necessary to understand the maps in this game more than it was in any previous Call of Duty before this. Because these maps, they tried to make them as chaotic as possible because they're trying to keep up the hype from the jetpack era where people were jumping all over the place. You couldn't ever tell where people were coming. They're trying to keep up that pace of gameplay, but with boots on the ground. So they tried to make it as chaotic as possible with flank routes all over the place, and you can be shot in the back from anywhere. And they just tried to make it as crazy and as just as dirty as possible. And I think that the map breakdown series would do a lot of people a lot of good in this game in particular. As you can see here, I did run out of ammo with my bar. I probably should have ran scavenger, but I didn't know I was going to get on this long of a streak. But I actually picked up this M19. This gun, I'm not going to lie, I kind of feel like this gun needs a nerf. Because it is an assault rifle, but it has the fire rate of an SMG. Like, its fire rate is absolutely ridiculous. There's my relentless medal. That's 20 kill streak, babies. That's how we do it. Anyway, I'm also going to run out of ammo with this. I think it's the M1960, I think is what the name of the weapon is. I'm gonna lose ammo. The M1941 is the name of the weapon. M1941. But I actually run out of ammo with it too, and I have to actually scavenge for another weapon because I'm completely out. And I end up picking up a shotgun. That's the only weapon that was on the ground. So I started freaking out. I started panicking. And I thought that I was going to lose it here. I thought that this was where I lost my flawless. And here we go. Here we go. The challenge. Bring it on. That dude actually has an SMG, and he missed out on killing me. He had a perfect opportunity, and he choked, man. He absolutely choked. And I'm about to pull out the win here. I'm about to pull out the win. But anyway, guys, let me know if you are playing Call of Duty. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm always looking for people to play with, as well as if you want to see the map breakdown series return. That's where I go into a map. I give you all of the lines of sight. I give you literally everything that I can teach you about the map, the places that you don't want to go, literally everything. They're usually about a 20 to 30 minute video where I just absolutely pick the map to pieces. If you want me to do that for this game as well, please let me know. If there's interest, I'll do it. If there's not a lot of interest, then, you know, we'll just leave it here. But that is a 25-0 victory, babies. It was an absolutely crazy gameplay, and I really enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, that's been it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.